Okay. I had a thought. After the safe ending, we had Zero's bracelet and had the value of 6. So I'm wondering if June is 0. Interesting. Anyway, this is the X ending. I went through the captain's quarters, and Junpei just found, he ran back after we exited the room, and Clovis here acting all suspicioso. So, let's get started. I wonder. What the hell? Come on, we gotta hurry. With that, Clover ran straight past the somewhat confused Junpei. As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back. Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden stick. Hey, Clover, what the hell is that thing on your back? She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared. Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs. It was just what he'd expected to see after reading the map. His "I see" after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing. Junpei looked around, but Ace was nowhere to be seen. He put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down. There he was, and not just Ace, Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well. Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time. Jumpy! Clover! June's face was excited. Something had happened, that much Junpei could tell simply by looking at her. What's up? Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. Yeah? June, however, couldn't contain herself. We found it. Found what? We found it. What did you find? The last door. We found door 9. What? Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way. Okay, let's go. Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs. The rest followed. We finally made it. The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each one of them felt. Yeah, it's finally time. Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it, at least not just yet. Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably was. He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny the prospect of escape was an exciting one. But there was one thing he couldn't get off his mind. The numbered door could only accommodate between 3 and 5 people. There were 7 of them on their way to door 9. That meant even in the best case scenario, there'd be 2 of them who would have to stay behind. 2 people. He didn't have any solutions to that problem yet, but he was desperately hoping one would present itself. Junpei looked over at the clock. The hands indicated that it was 4:30. They had 90 minutes before the time was up. Hey, Junpei, June, what the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up. Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie. Let's go, Jumpy. June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could. Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while, until they had just reached C deck when Clover spoke. Hey, what about door 2? Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. Seven spoke. What about door 2? Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean. Yes, that is true. Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean? So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors. What's the point? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, can we? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows, if we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. I don't know what might be in there. We might not find anything. But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys? Yes. Yeah, you do have a point. The others nodded in agreement. Last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look. You're right. Let's take a look at door 2. They're back in front of the elevator. Nearby was a large hospital room. The elevator could take them down to door 2. After a few minutes of discussion, they decided that Clover, Santa, June, and Seven would go. Alright, let's get going. I'll see you later. Okay, be careful. They climbed into the elevator and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way down to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. And we're kicking it. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke. Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me? Oh hell, go with you? I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you? That wasn't what I meant to... I was hoping you would come with me. Haha. Seriously though? I was kidding. So where was it you wanted to take me? There's something I wanted to show you. Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough? Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you. Really? Of course. Ace's smile was friendly. Fine. Do whatever you want. Thank you. Are you coming, Lotus? Fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. Might as well go see whatever it is you think is so important. Thank you. Well then, shall we go? I think he's trying to skedaddle. Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Junpei wasn't sure how long they'd been gone when the elevator suddenly opened. A single person stood there, Clover. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her. Where's everybody else? What happened? She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei. Where are Ace and Lotus? Junpei explained what had happened. Oh, then they went over there? Her voice was small and timid. Yeah, I think so. He repeated his earlier question. So where are June and Santa and Seven? Why aren't they with you? You really want to know? There was something wrong with her smile. Yeah? Okay, sure. Here, let me show you. Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it on the floor at Junpei's feet. He looked down. On the floor in front of him were 3 metal rings. Oh shit. She killed him? Oh my god. Oh holy shit. Junpei collapsed. No way. This has got to be some kind of joke. This can't be real. She grabbed the axe from the captain's quarters. Got it. Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hand shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. The 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces. 3, 7, and 6. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1, you escape from this ship. 2, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. But why? Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold. Revenge for my brother. He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You needed at least 3 people to open the door. Who were the 2 that opened the door with him? It could only have been Santa and Seven. That's why I killed them. But why? Why did you kill June? Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too. No! Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what had to be a dream. It couldn't be real. It just couldn't. Hey, Junpei. He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Yeah, I don't think so. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human. Let's go. Her hand reached out toward him. Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship. What the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door. Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this... Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out. It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0. You got something on your pocket. What is it? Oh, this? This is... Yep. See? You get it now? If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us. Or we could also take Santa and June's, just saying. See? So let's go. Come on, hurry up. She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. And that's putting it lightly, but there was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. No, there wasn't. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess filled with love. Junpei? Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep. So deep Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack, and his heart began to melt. Junpei? The hand she was offering him. It looked so soft, so inviting. Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers. Oh, fuck. Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn bloody, and then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually, his movement slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover. Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, okay? Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. Fox, dog! That was twisted. Oh, well. Similar to the coffin end I got last time, I gotta run through that same process until things change. So, last ending tomorrow and over perhaps the next couple of days, I don't know. Because the safe ending seemed to take a long time, so presumably the true ending is going to take a long time. So that's it. Final. Get go. See you then.